I got to do it, y'all. Because the Biden administration is panicking. They say, hey, sir, this is your last time to prove yourself. This is it. American people are terrified. The voters are terrified. You're embarrassing us. You know, this is elderly abuse. We're not just going to keep letting you go out there. No. We got a backup plan too now. Yeah, we got Obama on his 4th term and Nancy and, Chuck and what's her name? Clinton, and we're going to get it. We got a backup plan, buddy. We got 2 or 3, 4 backup plans. They are panicking, y'all. So let's go and jump straight into it. I want to send a huge birthday. Y'all know we love celebrating you guys on the channel. Birthdays. Life is precious, man. Life is short. I love celebrating you guys, man. Whether it's an anniversary, a birthday, a loss of a loved one. We've been spreading love on this channel and this platform for a long time. So I want to send a huge shout out to my brother Joe if you're watching. Happy belated birthday. I know your birthday was yesterday, but hey, man, I love you. And again, screen record this. Whatever you want to do with it, just know that I love you, brother. We're going to hang it up on the wall. Make sure you email me. I want to send you a gift. I know I responded back to your comment in my previous video, but email me. I want to send you a gift directly to your doorstep. And hey, man, life is all about spreading love and loving on one another. And that's what we preach on this channel, man. And we encourage y'all to spread the love. One love, the human race, baby. Y'all know we sent out over thousands of gifts already on the channel. People have gotten their hats. We're starting to send out shirts and banners and all kind of stuff. So all y'all got to do is email me. But Joe, if you're watching, make sure you email me. And yeah, fellow Canadian. Yeah, we got love all around the channel, man. Canada, Australia, you name it. People are all the way in Africa are showing love, man. Love to my Africans. Amen. So many people, man. People over there in Korea, you know what I'm saying? All over. But man, I ain't never seen as much love as y'all show Trump in Australia. The Australian family on this channel, boy. And the UK. Can't forget the UK now. The UK is where it all started. The UK, if you all my my OGs know the UK is where it all started on this channel, man. The UK showed me so much love on when I first started uploading videos, man. So I'll never turn my back on you guys, never. But let's get back into the topic. I apologize. I'm just talking and rambling. I really do apologize. I know some of y'all didn't come here for that. Some of the comments says, hey, Rick, you do too much. You're laughing. You know, you laugh like Kamala Harris. You're talking way too much, buddy. Just just get into the good info. Just get into it. You know, stop all the talking. I apologize.
Let's bring in Ben Ferguson, host of the Ben Ferguson podcast. And we're glad to have you with us, Ben. Thank you for being here. So, you know, everybody makes mistakes occasionally. Sure. In public. But now you've got both sides saying the other side is making more mistakes. This is President Trump when he was trying to go after President Biden for what he called clean fakes, which, you know, this is a newish phrase. Yes. But the phrase is actually cheap fakes. So I
don't know what to do. Then it's sad, man. They think we're stupid. And then I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I hear deep fakes, memo fakes, chicken fakes, rose velvet fakes, chocolate cream pie fakes, deep fakes deep in the ground. I don't know what's all this. What? Are y'all confused too? It makes you confused thinking about what's actually going on because I don't know what they. Oh man! How about CNN and MSNBC play the unedited versions? How about that?
Watch this.
They say the videos of Crooked Joe shuffling around are clean fakes. You know what a clean fake is? They're deceptively edited. They say they're deceptively edited.
Your thoughts, Ben?
Look, I laugh because if it's something like this comes up and you're getting briefed on it and you're sitting there, and I saw this during the Bush years in 04. It's like, wait, what are y'all talking about? There's this new thing. You need to know about it. This is what they're saying. And you might wing it on that. I don't think that means he's losing it. I mean, I laughed even last night. Jimmy Fallon was like trying to convince his audience that Donald Trump is losing it at a higher level than Joe Biden. And I just don't think the American people are that stupid. I think you can see with your own eyes that there's clearly a major problem with Joe Biden. I think it's obvious it's a cognitive decline. And if you don't believe me, just look at what the Department of Justice said. We can't charge him with any crimes for any of his classified documents because they would say he's too old and senile to be held accountable for it. So his own administration, the people that work under him at the Department of Justice and her, have said it too. So if you don't believe me and you think it's partisan, look at what they say.
I hear you. 48% say that they don't like either candidate. Very unfavorable. So this is where we are. Here's the conversation that brings this to light from the Breakfast Club. Watch this.
Oh, the
I
Breakfast
think it's
Club.
important after this presidency, right? We really set an age limit on these people who we voted in the office, bro. We convicted. We got a freaking convicted felon that's 80, and then we got a dementia Joe that's 81.
The Breakfast Club. The convicted felon. And we still waiting on the crime. And if you look at it, I'm pretty sure President Trump, pretty sure being 80 has nothing to do with it. Just saying that age has, yeah. Just being honest, man. What do y'all think?
Like, come on, what the hell are we doing? You Democrats keep want to tell us not to believe our lying eyes. Like, everybody can see Joe Biden he is 81, and God bless him. You know, but that don't mean you're capable, you know, and you're the only person to run this country. You know, we see what's going on.
I'm sure.
We all see what's going on. Some of y'all claim y'all see, but we don't know if you maybe one of them eyes, you kind of like squinching. Some of y'all squinching. You know, y'all say y'all see what's going on, but you're squinching.
Former President Trump would want to pipe in and say he's 78, but the fact of the matter is they're about 3 years apart, and they're, you know, not spring chickens.
No,
either one of them. But I think, you know, these folks, I've heard similar conversations to that.
Sure.
I'm sure you have too.
Look, I don't care what someone's age is. I care what they're like when they're in
100%.
office. Whether it's 60, whether it's 58, whether it's 84, I don't care. You look at Reagan, for example, he was older. And he obviously, I think people would say that guy knew what he was doing, especially when he was running. And when he was running, and people were trying to hit him on his age. Donald Trump
was 78 when he left office.
Right.
And the thing is, Donald Trump he looks better than what he did years ago. I'm just being honest. What do y'all think? He looks more on point than what he did years ago, even in his, you know, his last term. He looks way more ready. Like, he looked like he's ready to go in there and put his foot down and stroke that hand through that mullet of his, or that toupee, whatever it is. Yeah. And he's going to take that Make America Great hat on. He's going to tell the fake news. CNN, hey. Yeah. And we're going to get this bad boy turned around. Yeah, because there's tons of people right now struggling, going through the worst. Crime is at an all-time high. Criminals walking around smiling. Laughing. Oh, what did you do? Oh, go do it again. People working hard. You know, can't even go out and afford nothing. 3 to 4 jobs, 100 hours a week, homeless veterans out on the Anyways, I know y'all don't want to hear me get emotional and start talking that real, so let me just go and continue. But sad, man. We're living in some crazy times, some dark times, man. You know, then the woke culture don't make it any better.
Just to keep that in mind.
Sure.
I mean, he was 78 when he left office. So
and life expectancy is different now than it used to be. And I also think that people are sick and tired sometimes of younger people that think they know everything. So there's a safety net in going a little bit older because you failed more, you've seen more ups and downs in life. I don't mind age, but when I look at someone and I say, are they competent or not? I just look at the schedule of Trump and what he does. And the White House has admitted they keep him on a noon to 4 schedule on average. How does the President of the United States of America running a country with a 4-hour workday? And they've said that publicly. So when you put it all together and you look at him and you watch the freezes, I actually feel bad from a human standpoint for Joe Biden.
It's elderly abuse.
And I look at it and I'm sitting there, I'm like, when they said, oh, well, Barack Obama's just putting his arm around him because they're best friends. No, he was helping someone off stage that was lost.
Yeah, I think that the White House spin on this is really tricky because everyone sees what they see, and these videos are not altered.
Well, and they're not fake, they're real.
But I just want to get in one more thing with you because this is from Axios, and it talks about the Democrats' strategy, and it says a Democratic strategist in touch with the campaign. So that's a little bit like, that could be anyone, right?
Yeah.
But here's the quote. It is unclear to many of us watching from the outside whether the president and his core team realize how dire the situation is right now and whether they even have a plan to fix it. That is scary. So that comes from an unnamed person, but it's not dissimilar from what we've heard from Axelrod or Carville, other big names in the party.
Look, they've got a very short window. If they're going to make a change, then they'd have to do it at the convention. I think this debate coming up is going to be really the last moment. If he goes on that debate stage against Trump and he gets decimated, not because he just gets beat politically, right, with the arguments over the economy or any of the other issues and foreign policy, but he just can't handle it, then I think you're going to have a real problem, and they could talk about the convention. But look, you still would have to say...
Who's going to be the leader in that?
I
mean, somebody's going to have to stand up and say, okay, here's what we're going to do.
Well, and is it going to be Harris?
Dean, the congressman who ran against him was somebody who stood up and said, we need another alternative here.
At the end of the day, Joe Biden is going to put his aviators on. He's going to say, I'm running for president, and none of you can kick me out.
I think so, too. Ben, thank you. Good to see you. Ben Ferguson.
Oh, boy. They say, Joe, you're on thin ice. This debate determines if that ice breaks. You're on thin ice. And again, they have a plan, man. And they're already speaking about it. It's already hit the public. We've done a video on it. So, thin ice, y'all. That's what my grandma and mama used to say. You on thin ice, child. You're on thin ice. Let me know what y'all think, Patriots. I love you guys. God bless you all and your families. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love, y'all.